The ongoing rift between the U.S. and Israel under Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is widening. But what really happened? Things were looking good, Following the Hamas attacks on the 7th of October, President Biden held Israel very close, perhaps more than any American president before. But now things are looking different. And why is that? Let's break it down for you. During a recent vote, the United Nations General Assembly overwhelmingly supported a humanitarian ceasefire in Gaza. Out of the nations present, 153 voted in favor of the resolution, with 10 opposing and 23 abstaining. America's decision to vote against it placed it at odds with the global consensus and its closest allies, including Australia, Canada, New Zealand. These developments signify a pivotal moment in the U.S. Israel relationship and have significant implications for President Biden's domestic support. As the 2024 U.S. elections approach, the vote came just hours after a tense conversation between President Biden and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, during which Biden warned Netanyahu that Israel will lose global support due to its quote-unquote indiscriminate bombardment in Gaza. Now, this language was uncharacteristically blunt. President Biden's criticism of Israel, particularly concerning the post-war governance of Gaza, marks a significant departure from the traditionally steadfast U.S. support. Contrasting this stance, Prime Minister Netanyahu has expressed skepticism about the Palestinian Authority's ability to govern Gaza effectively, advocating an alternative authority to oversee the region. Biden has gone on to describe Netanyahu's government as the most conservative in Israel's history, specifically mentioning National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir, a notably contentious figure. And this tension, however, is not new. Biden's interactions with Netanyahu dating back to his tenure as a senator, characterized by fundamental disagreements, yet mutual respect, despite divergent views. The ongoing war in Gaza has resulted in a severe humanitarian crisis, and this comes amid reports of increased diseases, collapsing health infrastructure. Meanwhile, the U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan is in Jerusalem for crucial talks. There is a clear push from the U.S. for strategic re-evaluation. Sullivan's agenda will focus on discussions about ending the war and transitioning to less intense military operations. And in this scenario, the stance of the international community, as seen with the UN General Assembly's resolution for a ceasefire, is crucial. The growing rift between the US and Israel bringing to light a broader dynamic, testing long-standing alliances against the backdrop of evolving global attitudes and domestic political compulsions. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.